A couple of things to flag. Craftwork can get a new rear light for it. The problem is that they're expensive, as you would expect. And then if you add their little bit, what they put on the charge of the cost of the light, and then now a little bit, it makes it even more expensive. So you may want to see if you can get a light and get it posted directly to them, or you may just sort of just get on with it. But, you know, I've got to tell you that. Right, now, the rear bumper's got some damage here, as you saw. It's, you know, the cracky bit. But if you look there, you can see it was all a little bit not so right. So if I give this to Craftwork, they will take it off and repair it and make a good job of it. But they say that there could be a caveat. One is that if they do repair it, it may not be quite as resilient to these nudges, because we don't know how much filler these people have put in. So the second thing is there is a 1%, or I don't know, but it's a low chance that when they get it off, they see from behind that it's a, you know, it wasn't, you know, it shouldn't have been repaired. They should have had a new one. Now a new one is about £1,350 plus VAT, and then you'd have to add our bits, or again you might be able to find a new one and buy it direct and get it posted. But you know, I would suggest with these sort of things, you're sometimes better just to pay the money if it's needed. Craftwork are honest people; they're not going to tell you you need a new bumper if you don't. But you know, you could try and find one, and a guy says, "I'll get it posted," and then it's damaged when it gets here, and all the other crap. And also the brackets don't fit because it's the wrong ear, and all the rest of it. Well, I've seen it all before. But you know, there is a saving to be made. I have had a look for a second-hand light. There is some right-hand ones on that's attractively priced all over the world, but nothing for the left. So I just thought I'd see if I can make a saving for that. Right, so going around the car, we're already buffing it. I want to get on with it because Craftwork are going to have it next week for the bumper, and we want to get it buffed, because otherwise next week, then it will go into the week after, and we want to, you know, we've decided to get this bit done. Now, it doesn't mean that we give it to them when they get it dusty and dirty. We'll have it back again, and then it will take a little bit of a clean up, a freshen up. We're happy to do that. Headlights need polishing. This one needs more polishing than the other. I think this one must have been replaced at some time. But we're going to polish both of them because we don't want them to be out of sync. But I'm charging you the same price for both, but we're going to do a few other bits. We're going to do the touch-ins on the car. We're also doing the interior. I know you want the interior done, but the interior isn't that bad, so we're doing that included. We're, you know, for free. That normally we charge to do an interior on a car like this £250, but yours isn't that dirty, and so we're doing the condition of the leather, and we're going to clean, which we're well into at the moment. We're nearly done, so we're doing that included for free. In other words, because you're obviously been recommended by Paul, and you're a friend of Paul, so. You know, that we always do that. We're going to do a few other little knickknacks around it. We'll show you when they're done, when you collect it, what we've done. Okay, so have a look at the estimate. And, the wheel guy's coming in on Monday, so that's not this Monday, so it's going to go to the body shop. We've put to do the wheels. These wheels aren't going to be dipped. They're pretty good anyway, but they're quite big, so we've got the guy coming in to do your wheels, and he's going to they do the rims and then the spokes, and very good at it actually. So I would say I've put on the estimate 80%, but I think they'll be a little bit better than that. But you know, it's better than having them taken off, and there'll be a bigger job. And I think that's all they need. You know, that one and this one. The others are great. The others are fine. So he'll match it in so that you won't notice that the others are. You know, because he's only going to do the bits around the rims, and you know, so. Anyway, so that's good. We've got some other bits and pieces. We're going to put the plugs in there, we remembered, obviously. Also, we've put down, we need to do new number plates. I know you might not be keeping it, but these, we think we can get them made the same, but without the grainy bit, just plain. But you don't want the holes, so we'll fit them without the holes. And the front one is all scratched because it's come off a few times. So we'll fit it so that it stays on, and it will look the same, but it doesn't have the grain. I think it will look nice, but again, if you want to get your own ones and sort that out, you can do. We're also going to fix that little grill bit, okay? Just giving you sort of an update. Your car's on the home straight now. It's come back from Craftwork. They've done a terrific job of the bumper, and all the little bits there, all look nice and that. What they have said is that this has took quite a hit at the back at some point, and they said that they've got that bumper as straight as they can, and it's pretty straight, to be honest. But one thing he has said is that if you want this so that this boot shuts without touching, then they're going to have to do a major job. They have to get the bumper off and get the thing on a jig. So I said, well, you know, we don't want to be undergoing too much of an expense. So what I've done for you, and I've done it myself, is I've found a piece of this cellophane stuff. It's like design. It's the stuff they put on the front, PPF they call it. It's like a. Anyway, I've done a nice little neat thing there. So, you know, the reason we've been making that video, so that now closes, and it's you know it's going to stop the paint coming off. Hopefully, it certainly has. Anyway. But we could get it back up there, and if you want to, and you say no, I do want it straight, then they'll get the bumper off, but it'll be another estimate. So otherwise, we've just got to give the car a clean and a dust over tomorrow, because it's been to the body shop. We got it back Saturday afternoon, and so we're going to give it a little bit of a freshen up. We had the light, we've got your light, that's all fitted, which was a nightmare, but never mind. I've done that myself, so that's all good. Yeah, so we can have it ready for tomorrow if you want. Okay, let us know how that works for you tomorrow, maybe tomorrow afternoon. Maserati had a 18-month to 2-year coating. We've done a 4 buff on it. It's had these 2 near side wheels refurbished, just the little parts of them really, because they were reasonably good. And it looks absolutely amazing. The fella that owns it is not sure whether he's going to sell it. He said, oh, I don't know. So I think he's going to end up keeping it, but even though in the end he said, oh no, I'm going to sell it. So we'll see. But, you know, when he sees it, I think he'll realise what a mistake he's made, having it looking pretty scruffy, which is what it was like when it came in. The headlight this side was awful, could hardly see through it. And the headlight this side was all right. That's been replaced at some stage, we think, because they were out of balance. But we managed to do a 6-stage buff on this one and 6-stage polish machine coating thingy on that one. And this one's just had 3, so they look matched again. It's had a few stone chips touched in, but otherwise it's not particularly chippy. And yeah, it's just it was just a bit unloved really. And I'm sure now when he gets in it, he'll feel great again, because that's what it's all about. Start it up, rev it up, and then, you know, drive it looking like that. Woohoo! So there you go. Another day done.